What's happening, weirdos? This is Matt McCarthy Returns. It's October 2025. We haven't had Matt on in a really long time, and he's one of my absolute favorite people. He is hilarious. You may know him as Commissioner Gordon in the Batman videos we've done together. He was also Aquaman in the Batman videos that we've done together. He was also in so much of the Pete Holmes Show, I can't even begin to tell you. And we toured together. Matt and I have been touring together for years. So if you've seen me perform recently, you probably saw Matt. And he's so funny, as you know. So I'm so glad that he's here. I'm so glad that you guys are here. He's brilliant. He's thoughtful. He's hilarious. I hope you enjoy. You can even see him and me on the Pete Here Now tour. All of those tickets are available at peteholmes.com. November 1st is my next show. That's here in I'm not in Los Angeles, but that'll be in Los Angeles. November 1st, that's going to be an incredible show. Followed by November 6th, I'm at the Chicago, the Riviera Theater in Chicago. Followed by Pittsburgh, New York, Town Hall on November 14th. That's a really big one. Atlantic City is the next night. Then we have Milwaukee, we have Brea, we have San Francisco, we have North Carolina, South Carolina, Miami, Royal Oak, Michigan, Madison, Wisconsin, and Denver, Colorado. All of those are on peteholmes.com. Hope you can be there. In the meantime, enjoy my chat with the wonderful, the incomparable Matt McCarthy. Get into it.
Murderers don't scare me.
No?
Well,
Really?
in when I was a kid, I wasn't worried about getting murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I was scared of ghosts.
Yeah.
Like demons and monsters and like...
It's kind of brilliant. Like as a kid, you feel pretty safe, or ideally you feel pretty safe with your family. And then you have things that like can go through the walls and don't obey the laws of physics.
Because it felt like, I mean, murderers are scary, but it feels like you can't call the cops on Freddy Krueger.
I was thinking of Freddy Krueger. Was it us that it probably was talking about how brilliant it was that there's a villain, there's a monster that will show up, but only if you're asleep.
And you gotta sleep.
Yeah. You're gonna sleep. It's like dying. You gotta die.
Because there's no way out. It's the perfect... Because the problem with the haunted house movie is just leave the house.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why, like...
Everyone screams, get out of there.
Just get out.
Yeah. Don't go in the room. But there's no opting out of snoozing. In fact, it ruined one of the greatest things in life. Just a nice little snooze. Come on, Wes Craven.
That's why Alien was a perfect haunted house movie, because they're on a spaceship. So, like, you can't leave.
I thought you were also going to say you're the haunted house, because you're haunted with the alien. How disturbing was that?
Bitch, you're the haunted house.
Bitch, you the house is what I'm trying to say.
That's how they pitched it.
You ever
Bitch,
see it?
you're the haunted house. So tell me a little bit about your movie.
Bitch, you're the haunted house. You know what the problem with a haunted house movie is? You can leave the house. But what if you're the haunted house? Sorry, I didn't say it right. Bitch, you're the haunted house. We'll buy it.
The working title is Bitch, You're the Haunted House. If you want to change it, you can.
I used to have an old bit where I was like, people are afraid of flying because they could crash. And then I'm like, but you're always in this airplane.
Oh, yeah.
You're always in a body. You can't get away from it.
You could crash at any second.
It's like, what if the plane crashed? What if you crash?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to make anybody paranoid, but like there's a safety in admitting that you're never safe. So you're on a plane that you know how you're not safe on a plane or in a car or something, but like you're never safe.
No.
Constantly just like,
yeah. What if the pilot up here?
Yeah. And by the way, you're the biggest threat to yourself in the world. I had that one time I was very stoned and I was like, it's me. Like I'm doing weird psychedelics and going on all these weird trips and taking all these risks. I'm the greatest threat to myself. Bitch, you the house.
Bitch, you the haunted house.
You the haunted house now. Matthew, how are you?
I'm good, Peter. How are you?
I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for doing a nice little riff dump up top.
Riff dump. Taking a big gold riff dump.
Have you ever taken a riff dump?
I feel, yeah.
Yeah, we do a lot of riff dumps.
Even like, because on The We Watch Wrestling podcast.
Don't promote another. Somebody listening to this podcast is like, hey, that sounds good.
Click.
Welcome to We Watch Wrestling.
Like the little, you
This
made
changes.
it weird. Like it goes boop into the little dot. Like
Yes.
it's a CRT TV.
Oh my God, what good pull. Yes, on the We Watch Wrestling podcast, hosted by you, Vince Averill.
That's right. We'll go into a riff dump, but it's like, because like there are and were wrestling podcasts where they would do like a lot of like voices and characters and recurring bits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if it comes, like people would be like, oh, we'd love to hear you do Stone Cold or you do, Michael PSAs or Hulk Hogan leaving voicemails. And it's like, well, if it comes up, we'll do it. But I can't.
The whole thing with comedy was to get into, who was it? Mark Maron, I think. He was like, everyone was laughing at you anyway, and comedy was to control how they laugh at you.
Oh, wow.
Like to seize the control back. So I can be a finicky bitch in that way too, where I'm like, I'll dance, but only when I feel like dancing. Like sometimes I'll be doing a set, like we're here in Cleveland doing shows.
Yeah.
And last night I just happened to be doing a lot of voices and riffs and stuff. And I was just so glad that aspect of myself showed up. But if it's not there, I got into this for authenticity.
Right.
And if you're doing an episode of We Watch Wrestling podcast, which is available now as a competitor to this show, you can do it. But like if you start just selling your soul, I think that's what they mean. Like just doing it because you don't let down your public. You know what I mean?
Right.
How about you can relate to me however I'm being that day? I think that's so much more compelling.
I think Willie Nelson was on like Larry
Old
King.
braid head? The one guy that doesn't like Willie Nelson? You mean that braid-headed hippie?
Dude, I just pulled a Betamax tape on my YouTube channel at McCarthy Redhead.
That's fair.
On TikTok.
Because I don't have a
I don't know why
VHS.
I said YouTube. I hate YouTube.
You do?
Well, it's just I don't hate it, but I'm just like, it feels.
But you thrive on the TikTok.
I thrive on TikTok.
It's fascinating. I'm actually glad you brought it up. Don't forget what you were going to say.
Yeah.
You have this channel where you go whenever we tour. So Matt and I tour together. And wherever we go, including Cleveland right now, you go to estate sales.
Yes.
Today, you told me you bought 4 VHS tapes for $1.
When I put them on the table, the guy looks at me and goes, oh, I don't know, $1? And I was like, woo-hoo-hoo.
Wow. And you'll turn that $1 into muchos dollars.
I'll turn those dollars into tens of dollars.
Tens of dollars. But I mean, pretty good return on investment.
Excellent. And you don't know what's going to hit. There's actually one videotape that's like, I should have showed it to you. It's some, I didn't know. It seemed like it was Crash Bandicoot, but it wasn't. But it's
Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's some sort of N64 game.
Oh.
If there was like a Crash Bandicoot like sequel or spinoff, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it, but it seemed like it's like a promo tape for it or something.
Crash Bandicoot is the Mormonism of like,
oh my God,
side scroller, like platform games.
Yeah.
Mario is Judaism.
Wow. And Sonic's Christianity.
Sonic is Christianity.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot is Mormonism.
Yeah.
It's like later.
Right.
It might even be Scientology. It's like too new, like Bonk for the TurboGrafx 16 is
Wow.
Scientology. I'm just saying. And it has less respect just because it's not been
Right.
around as long.
And I think
everyone's like, but Mario, just because he's the oldest.
And Cuphead is simulation theory.
Cuphead is simulation theory. It's too hard, but the people who are into it are really into it.
It's so difficult.
I've never even been tempted to try. It looks mean. If you don't know the game Cuphead,
Yeah.
it's just notoriously the most difficult, and it's cell animated, so it looks like an old cartoon.
It's very satisfying, but it's the closest I've ever come to that frustrating feeling as a kid playing Metroid or whatever. You're just like, ah!
I noticed that. Sorry to derail. Your TikTok is amazing. We'll get to that and all the things that you find.
Willie Nelson.
Playing Mario with my daughter, it's weird. I try to get her to play. She wants to.
Yeah.
But like I tried to get that habit. So very different from the 80s and 90s, obviously, was like
When our
bad
parents were trying to get us to read.
to read. I get the same satisfaction. Here's why. If we play Mario and we're on a level,
Yeah.
Mario Wonder is what we're playing. And over and over and over, we just keep dying. And then we have like little meetings where like, you need to jump on him while I worry about the star. You know what I mean? Like we strategize. And the game, unlike me, because I'm a soft dad, like I'm very like, just forget it. Like I don't push her very much. The game pushes her and it goes, you lose. Just in plain English, you're dead.
I get
and
what
we
you mean,
have to go again and again and again and all this. The thing I say to her the most when we're playing is, "What's the pattern? What's the pattern?" Because there's platforms going, and she just starts running, and I'm like, "You're dead. You're dead, Lou." It
reminds me of like going sailing with my dad. He's just like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What's your plan?
What's your plan?
What are you gonna do?"
They say as parents, instead of saying "be careful," you should say, "What's your strategy?" And I think that's correct.
That's good.
What's your strategy?
Yeah, somebody told me instead of saying, "Are you all right?" say, "What'd you do?" And then somebody else was like, "No, don't say that."
What'd you do?
Like instead, because the theory being when a small kid falls down, if you ask, "Oh, are you all right?" that's their cue to cry. "Oh, I'm not all right. I'm going to cry."
Right. Yeah. I noticed that, I swear, as a kid. Like
sure.
The response, they go, "Oh," and then you'd be like, "Ah," like get it where you can get it. Some good old attention.
Couple of attention whores.
Yep.
Get
Pouring it up.
So the theory was if you say, "Oh no, what'd you do?"
Yes.
But then somebody else told me, they were like, no, you don't say that because now you're putting it on them that they've done something wrong.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah.
What was wrong with the sidewalk? Are we all destined to die?
Are you going to die soon?
Is this a meaningless pursuit?
Yeah.
That's what you say. They trip and you go, it's just one battle after another, isn't it?
That's right. The kid falls down and you're like, it's just going to keep happening. It's never going to stop.
Scream, get used to it.
Get used to it.
And blow smoke in their face. This is the way of the 30s, and that's how we got Babe Ruth. Guy's eating a pot roast and hitting 90 home runs. That's not because his dad was chill.
Just a potato on toothpicks. That's Babe Ruth running the bases.
With
his little fucking legs.
His little feet.
With his little polio legs.
His little braces freshly off. Every game they unscrewed the Forrest Gumps from his legs.
Is this too soon?
This is the way of life. Get used to it, babe.
I have friends, one friend in particular I can think of.
Brag.
You remember from college, the John Goodman Babe Ruth movie?
Of course, it's called Babe, right?
They hate it
Everyone,
so much.
Who do? Oh, your friends.
A couple of guys, yeah.
I remember my father was like, he's too fat. He was mad that he was too heavy.
Fat.
Too heavy, we say now. We say thick. We say jiggly. He was too voluptuous.
What were we watching where they were just fat shaming? Chopping Mall.
Chopping Mall. Okay, so much to cover.
Yeah.
Muchos. We still have one iron in the fire, which is just your obsession, which is really fun with your interest in VHS tapes. We'll get to that.
I still want to tell you what Willie Nelson said on Larry King Live.
Willie Nelson tapes, but then we're also talking about one of our pre-show. So Matt and I do a 2-person show.
Right.
And we've discovered that this is one of the keys to surviving the road, at least I think for both of us. It's like, it's not that we don't like openers, but like if it's just us, we can control the situation. And we fall into this like rhythm. We get to the green room, you sync the TV to Shudder, and we watch Joe Bob's Last Drive-In show.
Yes.
Is it Joe Bob?
Yeah, Joe Bob, the Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs.
And we love it. And there's something about campy horror movies, which my whole life, so you love wrestling and you love campy horror films. Both of those were directly told to me by both my parents. That's trash.
Right.
It's garbage. It's like...
And they're not wrong. But they're saying, like, it's trash, it's garbage, avoid it. As opposed to it's trash and
it's garbage. Eat it.
Eat it.
Like a bear. Bears root through that shit.
8 million bears are wrong?
You want to tell me a stadium full of bears yelling... I can't think of a single wrestling thing. You hit your crotch and you go, suck it.
You just nailed it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You say suck it?
You say suck it.
Suck it.
Shout out to Tyler Bate. We just met him on the street.
We met a dapper young Brit.
Yes.
He looked like a spy.
He's got secret agent
He
energy.
had secret agent, very debonair and cool. And he came up and he recognized me and you recognized him. It was very cute.
And it was a circle of recognition.
That's what I mean. And I was telling him how great you are.
That's
so
right.
we were just Ouroboros, but 3 snakes.
Just having a great time.
And instead of eating, praising, fawning, loving,
You ever
gentle.
hear DeRosa's story about he was with Chappelle and they met Chris Isaac?
No. Chris Isaac?
Should we do another take, David?
The first light pornography I ever consumed.
Dude,
Have there been more rushed boners?
Buddy.
Just it's on! You couldn't just fire up hot images. You just watch MTV waiting for them to be like, and now Chris Isaac. And that's when your mom starts unpacking groceries. Get the fuck out of here, Irina!
Sometimes after dinner, me, Glennis, and Jack, we will do music video, like, not karaoke, but just
a dance party?
Jukebox. No.
Oh.
We
decidedly not a dance party.
There's no dancing.
You said that with such disdain.
No, you sit quietly and watch this music video.
And Jack picked Chris Isaac.
No, we all pick, and everybody gets one. Everybody
this is
gets
what
a
we
turn.
do.
Really?
Because Leela doesn't have a sibling, we don't let her just like Richie Rich and go like, and now Parry Grip. We don't let we pick a song. I pick a song. Mom picks a song. She picks a song.
Everybody gets a vote.
Everybody gets a song.
And so now it's bedtime. Jack is gonna go into the shower and get ready, brush his teeth. And so I've been listening to David Lynch's biography / autobiography.
I wrote part of it.
It's incredible. It's the person who wrote the bio. There's never been anything like this that I'm aware of. One chapter is just the biographer being like, and then he was offered Dune, and then he worked on Dune, and it was not a good, and then it goes through that whole chapter. The next chapter is David Lynch just talking about it or not.
Oh my God.
Sometimes he's not because she's reading. You know, you listen
and then he's freestyling.
Well, the thing about transcendental meditation is, like, he'll just go off. He's like, and then these fuckers in Washington say that there's no climate change.
Really?
It's incredible.
Here's how I get my hair so high.
Dude.
Yes.
That's
fascinating.
We all figured out, I think, was he in Cleveland? I know he was in, like, Idaho for a little bit. Growing up, he was all over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, he tells stories about, like, we're me and the other guys in there we're really into making bombs, and I set this one bomb off, and I was just like, oh my, it was beautiful looking at this bomb.
Beautiful. That was a good David Lynch.
Yeah. It was beautiful.
You really slipped into it on beautiful.
So Jack went to bed, and I didn't realize David Lynch directed that video for Foolish.
Get close on the tits.
Yes. We need more sand on her beautiful, perfect breasts.
Flying in some sand. Moisten them. Moisten them so it sticks.
And it makes so much sense when you watch it. The beginning.
Spray them down.
Wetter.
David Lynch directed the most famous music video of all time, and it's just tits. And he's there going, moisten them. Throw the sand so it's kind of ouchy. Now roll, keep rolling. Now just have sex. That was his direction.
Yeah, the first AD is like, we want to play this on TV. It's like, don't talk to me. Moisten them. Full penetration.
We're out of film. We've been out of film. Keep fucking.
Well, what is it with you? Get the fuck out of here.
It's for us.
Who gives it if it's too long of a take? Penetration.
Instead of cut, you just penetration. Now dog style. He yells dog style. Let's see a little dog style. The playback stopped. It's just 3 people on the beach.
Somebody they cut the crew.
The crew's been wrapped.
Beach is empty.
Keep going.
He throws sand at himself. He's just trying to keep the cigarette lit. Sand at himself.
Oh my God. That's like an old Simpsons gag. It cuts to the nighttime and he's still there.
Oh, yeah.
No one's there and he's still screaming full penetration. Just David Lynch alone on a beach.
God. We lived together when I first got that DVD of Eraserhead.
I know. And I always think of you because he walks through the door and you go, this is 3 years later.
Yeah, it was a full year between shots.
Yeah.
It took him a couple of years, I think maybe 3 or 5 years to finish that movie. I think
it was a long time. I thought you told me he made it as a short, and then he was like, "Let's make it into a feature."
It was. I should know this, but it was because he was at AFI, and so then it was just the American Film Institute. So then it was a matter of getting the money. To finish it, and it was in between. It's such a fascinating story.
I remember we got stoned and watched it, and I just couldn't. I can sort of handle weed now, but there was a time when if I smoked and watched something, it was just like, I didn't even see that. Like, it was my own movie.
It was
like Carl Winslow was in it.
That's almost. I may owe you an
and Reginald Van Johnson. It was Carl and the actor who played Carl, and Eraserhead was behind it somehow.
We just watched Ghostbusters the other night. He's a cop in that.
I shot a kid.
I shot a kid.
I shot a kid.
Ghostbusters. Mayor wants to talk to you guys.
Is that his line?
Yeah.
These family matters matter. I don't know. These ghostly matters. Stop trying to work in We Watch Wrestling podcast, they say to him.
My favorite.
It's like 9 riffs down.
He's starting a new podcast called VHS Tapes Are Magic.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. You are. Yeah. I'll be the first guest.
I called a local video store if I could come and interview the owner, and she's like, "Oh, well, I'll take down your number and maybe he'll call you back." And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's best he didn't.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like talking to the one guy at the club, and he was like,
"Oh, you mean here in town?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember you were like, "Is it in a bad part?"
Yeah, and I'm like, "Is this a bad part of town?"
He was like, "Go during the day."
Yes.
Cleveland is still a town where they're like, "Here's some places you can go when it's 11 a.m." But right around 4, you're going to want to bolster up. Like, you're going to flee right around 3:30.
Right.
Flee.
Yeah. Have you seen the movie The Purge? That's us.
That's us.
It's based on us.
Yeah.
Like the pictures on Yelp, one of them was like, this just looks like a out of work candy store.
Oh, you didn't go?
I didn't go. I mean, if we were here longer, I would have,
Willie Nelson?
He was on Larry King Live, and Larry was asking him about like being a songwriter. And he's like,
"You're a songwriter."
Because like with the riff, like a riff dump, where he's like, sometimes you're inspired.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're just writing. And he's like, could you... And Willie Nelson's point was, I'm a songwriter. That is my job. I could write you a song right now, right here. Yeah. I don't know that it would be any good.
Broken
but I can
suspenders
do it.
Holding your bony shoulder. Giant glasses, maybe a lizard person. Who knows?
How many wives? How many socks do you have, Lair?
His tiny, bony marionette legs right under the desk.
What a head of hair.
A shock of golden gray hair. Golden gray. I told you it wouldn't be good.
How many matzahs? How many balls, Larry?
Take a caller. Take a caller.
Larry King, also in Ghostbusters.
No. Really?
In the media montage. Cigarette going.
Nice.
These many people believe that these paranormal exterminators might be the causes of the whole thing.
That was always the thing. Like in the first Ghostbusters, you have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
And isn't the second Ghostbusters they're like back on the bottom again?
Yeah.
Like a fucking apparition walk through.
It's like
and they're like, "Ghosts, get real, Egon." And it's like, don't you remember 4 months ago?
Well, I thought you were going to talk about the smoking. They all smoke except for Egon.
Well, Egon's a man of science. But wait, fucking Bill Murray smokes in the first Ghostbusters?
There's one when Walter Peck shows up, he has a cigarette dangling from his mouth. And he's like, EPA, what's he want?
Is that it's true this man has no penis?
That's a little later, but yeah, that guy.
We thought that was the funniest thing we had ever heard.
Until Dickless here turned off the containment unit.
Nice.
I just watched it the other night.
Apparently. Kumail had the best bit that in Ghostbusters 2, their logo has the ghost doing 2.
Oh, the 2.
And he's like, they know they're in a sequel? Like, the ghost knows it's the second movie?
It's a fair point.
Like, why does the movie know it's the second movie?
I just saw a woman on TikTok talking about, I wish I could credit this account, but she was saying the thing
that's not TikTok's thing. You can just react to a video and it's your video now.
It's mine now.
Wow.
You ever see this on TikTok where they're just like,
yes, just me in a bat suit working my ass off, and they're like, why is that yours now?
It's amazing.
30 million views.
Right. More views than our video.
Yeah, more.
She was making the point of, if you look at the dates in Back to the Future,
yes,
when he's in 1985 and when he goes back to the 50s, it's like 5 days before Halloween. But there's no Halloween decorations anywhere.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I like the internet.
Isn't the internet great?
It can be great.
Turns out it's great.
Wait, it's everything. It's a little bit of great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of bad. It's fine. That's fine. I never knew that.
Yeah.
So what was the other one? Willie? Oh, he said, I write songs. I interrupted you.
And then
he's saying, like, it doesn't have to be good. It's just what I do.
Yeah. And it's just like with, like, I can start doing Hulk Hogan's voice right now. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily funny or make sense, but if I'm inspired,
you follow it.
You follow it.
There's something, I don't want to be too pretentious, but let's just be pretentious for a moment. But there is like there's like a breeze on the wind.
Yeah.
You're a sailboat. That's what it is. And there's nothing sadder than a guy in a sailboat with a leaf blower just finding it. Like, I want to be in a flow of something that's present. If it's silly, it's silly. If it's whatever, just go with that.
Yeah.
So I also thought you were going to say that Willie Nelson is like, I write songs. I'm not worried about the outcome. It's just what I do. And you and I, the thing I think people probably don't guess about our pre-show ritual is we're just constantly singing about sucking our own dicks.
Yes.
This is how we whine. Like, it's stressful to do comedy. So in the green room, to like get our mind, I don't want to over intellectualize it, but to get our mind off of maybe the pressure or the expectation, or so you're not like harping on like, how's it going to go? What's it going to be? We just sing about, I can't think of one now.
I mean, it's just staying loose before
staying
a
loose.
Race.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Just doing bullshit.
Just keeping the muscles warm.
We do guys that run a seminar for teaching you how to suck your own dick.
We teach it because we can reach it.
Yeah.
All right. What you're about to see is a man sucking his own dick. Right? And you're going to sit there thinking, I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
You can, but not yet. All right.
We're going to get your knees by your ears by the end of the month.
Listen up. You want to suck your own dick? You got to open something up. And if you just said my mouth, that's why you're going to fail. First thing you need to open up is your fucking mind.
Open your mind. If you think you can suck your dick or you think you can't suck your own dick, you're right.
You're right.
There's the door.
Next thing you need to open up is your goddamn ears. First rule of sucking your own dick, shut your mouth.
Doesn't make sense, does it? Think about it. It's a koan. Anyway, this is how we keep it loose.
Right.
So, all right, then we have, what are the other irons in the fire?
Well, I found a videotape of, I want to say the 1982 Grammys on a Betamax tape.
Okay.
And it is unbelievable. 82 or 83. The live performances. First of all, they're all performing live. Nobody's like just lip syncing.
You think they do that now?
Well, it's more of a production. Whether they're like, but it's like.
I will say the people dancing never seem winded. I've never seen Beyonce be like,
well, that's
like the way they're dancing.
That's the talent.
But I think it is the talent. I shouldn't have used Beyonce. She's clearly doing it. No shade here.
There are sometimes
but it would be refreshing if she was just like, whoo,
right.
God damn it. Just like, oh, wow. And then she goes back to it.
Right.
So the Grammys, they're all singing.
Oh, man. But it was like the performers, it was like Miles Davis and Linda Ronstadt and Willie. It was a wide berth of like genres.
Wait, Miles Davis played at the Grammys?
Dude. And it was...
Get that bitch out of my face.
Like 80s Miles.
That's what I mean. He's the scariest.
It's bizarre type of fucking
What is
music.
he doing there? I just think it's so exhausting to be cool, and it's hard to do the Grammys and be cool.
Dude, and then he pulls it off. He wins a Grammy and just goes up like he kisses Etta James
On the mouth?
on the cheek, but then takes his Grammy, says nothing, and just leaves.
Can I get
I know.
fucking... That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
How come no one does that? Have you noticed? Oscars, Emmys, Grammys, nobody does something cool or interesting ever. Everybody turns into the same person.
Right.
Oh, Miles Davis is like, your fucking award doesn't mean shit to me.
Gotta go.
And he blows smoke into the Grammy hole.
Right.
I don't do it for this shit.
Uh-huh.
Are these voices okay?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not. Oh, but Willie Nelson looked exactly the same then as he does now. That was my ultimate point.
Yeah. He's been old. Motherfucker's been old.
Old the whole time.
Christopher Lloyd is in Nobody too, and with all respect, I'm like, dude's getting old. He's great, but I'm like, maybe not the chillest way to spend the afternoon when you're like wicked old. I guess there's like a mean way to riff on that. I'm avoiding that. I'm just saying, you do your own riffs at home. I just want anyone that watched Nobody too and was like, wow, he's old.
Yeah. He's fucking old.
He's an old man.
Good.
And he's been old. That's what I mean.
He's been old.
Back to the Future is 40 years old. He was playing an old guy 40 years ago.
Right.
So he's got to be 80 something.
Yeah. Which is depressing because then he's 40 something in Back to the Future, right?
That means I'm older than Doc Brown.
Dude, I
hit my head on the toilet. Oh, that's me.
I had a vision.
Oh,
The flux capacitor.
looks like a Y.
I was hanging a clock in my bathroom. The porcelain was wet. I slipped, hit my head, and I had a vision of this. Okie doke.
Very good. Saw him on a plane once.
Oh, yeah. If I had a phone, I'd use it. There was a 1-800-COLLECT commercial with him in the late 90s.
This is what you're good.
Where he's driving a cab and he's like pitching 1-800-COLLECT to the people in the back seat.
Oh my God.
And that's the button. He goes, oh yeah, if I had a phone, I'd use it.
I wonder if he riffed it. That sounds pretty good.
I don't know.
That's pretty good.
It's very good.
I don't remember old Doc Brown.
Well, that was Reverend Jim on Taxi. Taxi always felt like it was just right before our time.
It was.
You know?
I didn't really get into Taxi.
Taxi was always just in reruns when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like legit?
I mean, Judd Hirsch is the anchor.
Yeah.
And then you got Tony Danza doing the best Tony Danza that anybody does.
How you doing?
But it's Danny DeVito, Christopher Lloyd, Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
It's just this perfect. And Andy in a controlled environment. So it's like...
Yeah.
You know.
Single dose.
It's at no point do you feel like, this guy's like giving me shit for watching him.
Right.
I love Andy.
They cut around that.
But it is like Andy left to his own devices is like, oh, you like this piece of shit? Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, fuck you.
That was the thing I had the hardest time with when he was in Man on the Moon, when he's like complaining about being on a sitcom.
Right.
And I was like, what?
Andy, I've got some bad news. Taxi's been canceled. So what's the bad news?
Bro. While he's in a house that Taxi paid for.
Right.
Like, I applaud his artistic integrity, but I'm also like, can't we just be a little bit more? It's great. It's a great job. And most of the year I can go around and be like, here I come to save the day.
And having
be an artist.
been on a sitcom.
I know. With us.
Those hours.
Yeah. Us together.
Oh.
That's what I mean. It's not just some job. Being on a multicam sitcom is the greatest job.
It is so fucking...
I'd say there's no better job that's ever existed. You roll in like 11 a.m., fuck around, go home at 2 p.m., and then you film it on Friday, and the big day is like 7 hours. And it's just you in front of an audience being like, I thought saltines were salty. And then they give you money for that?
That was the one bummer because it was like 2000, what was it?
20.
It was like 21. It was the end of 21.
Yeah.
So it was.
So we didn't have an audience.
We didn't have an audience.
This was
there.
how we roll, the show Matt and I did together. And it would have been a lot more fun
Right.
From
if
what
there
I
was a
understand.
crowd.
Yeah. Because I've done some multis since then where there's a real crowd and it's exhilarating. That's what also makes it the best job in the world. But you also just like, this is going to, I don't know, maybe we are just the sellout generation and Andy Kaufman is onto something. But I'm like, if you're going to do something, just do it. It's all absurd. Be on Taxi.
No, I think it's the idea of selling out is I don't think doing Taxi was Andy selling out, you know?
Yeah.
It's like it's an unnecessary burden to put that on yourself of like, oh, somebody wants to pay me to be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
That's how I felt when I did it. I knew we weren't doing like an HBO show. It was a CBS show, but that's like, you have to zoom pretty far out to think about that. You get pretty abstract about what the show is and what it means. What it was and what it meant to me was hanging out with you in a fake bowling alley.
Right.
Pitching jokes, having fun. I remember the directors being so great and being like, maybe we do something here. It was all pure creativity and play. Nothing I had done felt so much just like play, like casual. Like it's weird to think of it as low stakes because millions of people watched it, even though it wasn't a hit. Still, millions of people watched it. That was
always the mind-blowing thing. It's like, oh man, the ratings suck. There's only like 3 million people watching.
I know. I know. And it felt like summer camp. It felt like exactly the same kind of energy as if you and I were in junior high and we were going to make a VHS, like stop motion G.I. Joe play. Mm-hmm. Like it was the same energy as that. And like when I loved obviously doing everything I've done, but most things have much more of a serious tone. Yeah. It's like, okay, can we waft in some smoke and change a lens and all that? And that's great. But this was just like, I don't know, maybe I'm smoking a cigar in this scene. And everyone's like, get him a cigar. Right. Like it was like fucking fun. It was silly.
There was like one time Shay was like playing a saxophone for some reason.
Shy.
Oh, Shy.
Yeah,
what did I say?
Shay. Michael Shay. Shy. Why am I forgetting Shy's last name now?
McBride.
Shy McBride. Yeah.
Right?
Wonderful. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think so. And he was what?
Playing a saxophone just in his house for some reason.
I remember this.
You remember this?
And it's when I went to his house and he's sitting on the bed playing.
But like obviously he's playing to a track.
Like real Full House shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so good.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. And it's all standing on the other side of a pine set. Like just that kind of like cheap wood. There's writing on it. Like from the union guys that put it together. Yeah. And sandbags.
The Seinfeld soundstage.
Is that right?
You didn't know that?
I did know that.
You did know that.
Yeah, on Radford. So, and we're sitting there and I'm like on the other side of a fake door and you go in and just felt like doing a play. I miss it. I wish we could have done it at least 2 years. I would have loved it.
Yeah.
If we were still doing it, I'd be thrilled.
No
Because
kidding.
To my Andy Kaufman point, it takes 4-5 months of the year to do the whole season. So you get most of the year to do whatever you want.
We were able to pick up our kids.
I know.
Your kid and my kid, not our kids. But yeah, from daycare.
Yeah. It was incredible. Nothing to complain about. That's why now I'm even madder that Andy was like, but it's canned laughter. I'm like, all right. I don't know, bro.
What do you want? Then go do what you want.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing is if Andy had lived, he would have completely abandoned comedy and just gone full blow into pro wrestling.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what he was looking for. Something truly 24/7 spectacle, art, and absurd.
And just to be a monster heel.
Yeah.
Just antagonizing people.
That was his perfect place.
Yes.
That was his perfect place.
That is where he belonged.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to us by our friends at Magic Mind. You always see us drinking Magic Mind on the show because I always want my guests dialed in. And that's what Magic Mind is. It is dialed in. It is flow state in a bottle. You know how athletes have Gatorade? Creators now have Creatorade. It is 12 functional ingredients, things like matcha, nootropics for focus, and adaptogens to help fight stress, so it puts you right in that middle state. Not wired, dialed in. On average, people say they get about 30% more done for about 5 to 7 hours after drinking it. It helps fight off procrastination, brain fog, fatigue, even some ADD type stuff. After a few days in a row, it's easier than ever to slip into that flow state on demand. And the best part, they got a money-back guarantee, so if you don't like it, you get a full refund. Right now, Magic Mind is hooking up weirdos with 20% off your first order. Just Just go to magicmind.com/weird. Use promo code weird at checkout. That's magicmind.com/weird. Promo code weird at checkout.
Why don't we tell the story a little bit? Because since you've been on the show last time, I think it's kind of touching when we talk about male friendship on the show from time to time.
Yeah.
I just heard the statistic that like one of the markers of like longevity in your life and also just happiness is having friends. And they go close relationship, and your wife and children do not count. So you have to have, and so most guys will be like, I'm good. I got my wife. And they're like, sorry, sucker, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
And like, I think ours is a pretty interesting case. When you did the show last, you had just gotten sober. It was years ago then.
It must have been like 9 years ago then.
9 years ago.
Or 8 years ago. I'm coming up on 9 years sober, so it probably would have been like about 8 years ago.
Nice, bruv. So like a lot has happened. You weren't really doing much stand-up. I mean, you tell me where you were at. And how long have we been touring together? It's been like 4 years?
I'd say 3.
3 years.
2 or 3.
Yeah. Which is long.
Yeah.
Usually for me, like, you know, it usually just happens naturally. Like it kind of, I don't know, things get shifted around. But this has been feeling really, really nice. We have a really nice rhythm.
Yeah.
We talk about sucking our own dicks a lot. I really like that.
You, me, Joe, Bob, and Darcy just hanging out in the green room.
That's it. But like, I'm trying to prime you to tell the story of where you were. You told me, if you don't mind, telling a story that you were delivering Postmates and people kept recognizing you. And I was just like, it's not that like that's fine work. I'm just like, there was something, I didn't like it. I was like, that sucks. We did all this work together, you and me.
Yeah.
And now you're getting recognized dropping off Postmates.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not saying that's like undignified or anything. I'm just saying like, you're so fucking funny. So I had like a moment of like, they left him on the porch, like Unforgiven. Like it was just like, they recognized him delivering Postmates. Like it just didn't feel right. So we had, it's funny, we're so close now, I don't even really recall. We had some falling outs. Like we had like, there was the Pete Holmes Show. We probably talked about that the other
I believe we did,
podcasts. And that wasn't what we thought it would be. It wasn't what I told you it would be.
Right.
Probably in some manic state. I'm just like, it's going to be our show. That was over-reported. There was some not great treatment. Like, I always remember the show like no one told you we had the day off and you were just like showing up.
Yeah.
So like you were feeling pushed out and out and out. But then getting sober also helped you reframe.
Well,
like it primed us to get back together.
Yeah.
Like, cause let me prime you with this last thing.
Please.
I remember we had a good old fashioned drunk, like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Right.
We got shit house.
Yeah.
It was awful, actually. I still remember the heartburn and you puked in my bushes.
Yeah.
But like, there was this feeling of like, I think you said, in fact, I'm sure you said this. You said, like, I forgive you, but I don't think we'll ever be roommates again.
Yeah.
Cause we used to be roommates and that's just like a way of saying we were really, really close.
Yeah.
And look, we're cool, but we won't be roommates ever again.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. But then like your sobriety sort of softened you. And then like, I think maybe having a family or something softened me. We both went through our own humility tour, I think.
Yeah.
What does that make you think of?
I feel like without getting emotional, I feel like we are roommates again.
We are roommates
You know?
again.
You know?
That's why I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because that's beautiful to go from an arc like that we've had. We've had all these different acts in our life. Roommates, literally roommates.
Literally.
Then doing the Pete Holmes Show. Things get a little weird. We don't like ever fight or fall out, but we grow apart.
Yeah.
We talk about that on the other episodes. But then like, what was the process of rebuilding for you? Because that's interesting. Reconciliation is interesting.
Well, I didn't have to do anything, but what I got to do was in getting sober, I was then able to see what my part was in everything.
Yeah.
You know, because I had gotten to the point, like, because I hit bottom, like my marriage was about to end and, you know, I didn't know what I was going to do. I feel like when the last pod we did, it was like my marriage was still volatile. You know, I was on the couch, I was off the couch. You know, it was, you know, I'm staying at a buddy's place, all that. And being able to see, well, what was my part in the Pete Holmes Show? What was my part in our relationship? What like my expectations, my, you know, where was I being selfish and dishonest and just really just being afraid everywhere of everything. And, you know, and taking everything, just being like, these motherfuckers, look what they're doing to me, instead of just being like, well, what was I doing?
How was I unknowingly participating in some sort of narrative that was hurting you?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Because it sounds like it takes a lot of courage to ask that question. I don't think a lot of people do that.
I don't think a lot of people do that. No.
I think most people are quite happy going, they fucked me. I'm
leaving
angry,
it as that.
And leaving it as that.
Because I was the type of guy that I would be like, well, Pete fucked me, and then I'm going to keep replaying that on the old TV set in my head over and over again. And each time I replay it, what Pete did got a little worse.
Yeah.
What I did got a little less, to the point where now I'm just completely innocent bystander and I'm just being pummeled for no reason.
Right. And this was the overlooking, the minimizing. Like, did it have that flavor of like, oh, we partnered up, and then this is weird to say, but like, oh, then when my train came in, I just was like, fuck everybody, I don't care.
I mean, I'm sure I felt like that, but I don't remember it. You know,
it's funny. I'm having a hard time remembering this too, because I'm so.
Well, I just feel like I really truly have let it go, and like I mean, ultimately, I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah.
And there were things that I did and said and thought that were just ultimately self-destructive, and just came from a place of just fear and self-loathing, and you know, just constantly just being dissatisfied with everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Out of pain.
I suppose so. I think just out of not knowing how to feel my feelings.
What am I unwilling to feel?
Yeah.
Right. So it's easier to be like, fuck you, fuck this,
right,
instead of facing some complicated feelings?
I don't even think they had to be complicated.
They could just be the primary colors.
It was, I'm uncomfortable feeling sad because I'm so awesome, so fuck them. I'm uncomfortable feeling happy because I'm a piece of shit, so fuck me. And so the best course of action for a guy like me when I don't know how to feel things is to just, well, I'm going to get drunk. Maybe I'll feel good, or maybe I'll feel nothing, or I'm going to get high. You know, and now I get to actually, you know, be present.
I remember you're sort of one of my gateways to the program, and you tell me all these great things that you've learned without being a spokesperson for it, without even acknowledging whether or not you're a participant in it. But you said somebody told you, once you get sober, you feel better. And you're like, you feel angry better, you feel sad better, you feel lonely better, you feel all of it better.
Yeah.
But you face it.
Right.
I just, I heard someone else talking about that on a podcast, just like, when we go into the feeling that we're so afraid of and really just kind of look at it and allow it neutrally, sometimes it presents itself to be nothing at all like what you were afraid of. Like it was you're pushing it away.
Oh, yeah.
That was charging it.
Yeah.
And when you just kind of let it in the room, sometimes it can actually be beautiful or pleasant or you know, or maybe not pleasant, but energizing or exhilarating or interesting, or you know what I mean? It's not always just, we think it's going to be, but it can be all sorts of things.
It's always the dread of the thing that's worse than the thing, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because then if it's all fear, like the thing that hasn't happened yet, I'm playing that in my head, and it's just like, it's going to be awful. It's going to be awful. And it's like, I'm doing it to myself. Nobody's doing it to me except me. I'm just beating myself over the head with it.
Right. So it's interesting when we get curious about our involvement in a feeling, in a situation, in a predicament. It's not, and I do this in my own therapy, it's not to catch a part of ourselves being bad or punish it or shame it. It's to relieve ourselves of some sort of burden. Like it's all in the name of making things better for us to look at these difficult things.
And then once I got right with myself and, then it was like, it was kind of wild because then I didn't know at all that you were, because then the pandemic hit. Because I was
allegedly,
because I was I was like trying to get things going with comedy again, or just feel like, I don't know, like LA. It was always because it kind of also coincided with like, it just felt like the alt scene just evaporated one day.
I agree.
Like Meltdown vanished. Like there was weirdness at UCB about like.
Yeah.
Stand-ups and getting paid and all that.
Yeah,
and
it was like the former Soviet Union. It
Yeah.
was like they were on like labor strikes and shifts in power.
It was just like, I was like, what happened to because I have no problem with comedy clubs, but I don't know anybody anymore, I felt like, or I'm like, I don't feel like I'd rather just go to a show and hang out, even if I'm not going to perform, but like,
well, that's the old school, to kind of like get in the scene and then eventually you're doing it. Am I hearing you right?
Exactly. But I'm like, and I'm speaking for myself right now, or even like 10 years ago, where I'm like, I just don't feel like hanging out at the store until like 1 or 2, I'm just like,
Who are you talking to?
I mean,
old Holmesy only does the 7 p.m. shows.
Yeah, I'm like, I get it. I'm just not young anymore. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I really was at the point where I'm like, I don't know, I guess acting was I always managed to book something. And Conan was a lifesaver because I was getting brought in, it felt like constantly, to perform in sketches.
Yeah.
Sometimes like 2 or 3 times a month, which was insane.
Yep.
And then when the pandemic hit, I was already driving like Lyft with passengers and getting recognized and like but it was a very necessary, humbling experience. And I had much stronger spiritual experiences driving that car than I ever did, doing stand up or,
Tell me, what do you mean?
I mean, just,
I fully understand. I think I understand, but I'd love to hear.
Well, one day it kind of dawned on me. I was like, man, these motherfuckers always backseat driving me, like telling me to go faster, telling me to go slower. Like,
really?
You should have taken a left. You took a right. And then all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, oh, that's the way I am with God, basically, for lack of a better word, where I'm constantly just
reality.
I'm just like, speed my life up, slow things down. I want this. I want this for my career now.
We just saw the guy call an Uber and he pulled up not too short for his taste, and he went,
he's
like this, like the most patronizing.
And then he's inside, and we still see the hand going.
You got to pull up. You got to pull up. And I was just like, yikes. Not to toot my own, but I'd like to get this going. I don't know if you've noticed, every time I get in an Uber, the first thing I say is thanks for being here. Because one time I said it to a guy and he was like, nobody's ever said that to me. It was like so meaningful to him. And I was like, that's it. That's my line. So yeah, that's me virtue signaling, but I also would just like to get that started. Like, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here. It's nice.
No shit.
You just drove here. You drove here and found me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's not a big ask.
We take it so for granted that a stranger is going to show up and drive us somewhere.
Yes. Yeah. And stop where you tell him to stop.
Right.
Pilots get all of our thank you, Commander.
Right.
But a guy just drove you across a bridge. That could have gone sideways.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so tell me, spiritual experiences, is it just the humbling? You said humbling.
I mean, yeah, that was humbling. I mean, I remember I drove a comic. I didn't know I was going to be picking up this person. I drove a comic to a show, and we had done New Faces together.
You were on the same class of New Faces?
Yeah.
Matthew, I don't want to presume, but my ego is fragile enough that I would be like, this is hard for me. Was that
It was
tricky?
difficult, but it was also balanced with like I'm maybe in my first or second. No, this was probably 2018. So I'm like in my like second year of sobriety, let's say, and then really realizing like, wow, I'm like driving drunk people home, making sure they get home, like women who are blacked out, and like making sure they get into their building, you know, But then also
the virtue of that, like the goodness of
well,
that.
just the to getting to be of service and like.
But that is you. Like, sorry to interrupt, but like, you are a humble person. It's one of my favorite things about you. You're very steady, very humble, meaning like low to the earth, human, you know, not highfalutin. You don't have a lot of demands on reality. You're just kind of calm. And it seems like this is maybe when some of that was getting cemented.
I think so.
Yeah.
I had to get there. Yeah.
It's really interesting. So
and
keep going.
Well, it makes life a lot more enjoyable.
Right.
That's for sure.
When you can what? How would you phrase that?
When I can just be present instead of being like, well, where's my foot-long sandwich and a blowjob? You know?
Yeah. You're in your own little inner situation room looking at 8.5 by 11 black and white photos of what could be or what should be, projections of what's going to be, what it was supposed to be. You are just, you're doing what you're doing. You know, you had that like worker among workers. Yeah. That's a program thing, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm just doing this job. But there is something noble about that. I don't know if you've seen the movie Perfect Days. It's a really great movie.
Oh, we did. We talked about that a little bit. Yeah.
And he's a janitor, but he does it impeccably. And he just is in his life. He's like, seems to be free of like, I got to clean it. He's just doing it. And he's doing it well. Like we always resonate with someone that can like stand where their feet are. You know what I mean? Instead of going like, I shouldn't be doing this.
It's interesting.
We had a different interpretation of that movie.
Well, I feel like I watched it 2 times in a row. And then I watched it for a third time. And then I was like, then I started getting a different impression of him of like, oh, I'm like, maybe he's forcing this. Maybe this is his way of controlling everything.
Oh, yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah. My interpretation is like, oh, he's like an enlightened guy.
Well, because of the idea of I need every day to be exactly the same. Yeah. And if it's not, I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And I'm open to that. And I do want to, if anybody, I'm assuming most people haven't seen that movie, but it's a very simple movie.
It's terrific.
Just follows a man. It's a Japanese film. Yeah. Every day he gets up and does basically the same thing, but he's not resisting. Even if we interpret the movie the same, he doesn't seem to be resisting his life, right?
The scene where his sister shows up really tilted my head, where I was just like, oh, what is he?
He can't handle that.
Is he running away from something?
Right.
Is he like, is this just avoidance behavior?
Right.
Like, I have to be over here.
But see, it's without giving it away.
Yeah.
I think he even is welcoming of his sadness and his pain.
It's interesting.
I think he feels it.
But if he's in control of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
a good question.
This is why it's a good movie, because I can watch it again and have a different experience.
And I want to show all my cards and be like, I am fully projecting my own feeling onto it and being like, oh, he is upset or he's disappointed or he's embarrassed or whatever he's feeling, but he allows that too. And that's what the final shot to me is that he's like, it's good and bad, but all at once.
I know. It's interesting.
It is. Check it out. We're going to play it right now. We'll be back in 3 hours of a guy cleaning a toilet. Not a lot happens.
4 stars. Joe Bob says, check it out.
Okay. So you said, I don't want to, if there's nothing else here, but when you're talking about the spiritual lessons, I feel like I interrupted. You're
I'll tell you a story.
Telling reality what to do and all that.
Even in all this time, I'm still like, I'm driving Lyft. I'm like performing on Conan. I'm booking commercials here and there.
Which means you're pretty recognizable.
Yeah.
You're the guy from that ad that's playing on if you were in a cab, it would be on the ad in the back of the cab.
That's what I heard some story. I forget some actor like got into a cab and Robert De Niro was driving it, and like he had, I think, just won or had pretty recently won the Oscar for Godfather 2 or something.
What?
And he's because De Niro was getting ready to do Taxi Driver. So he was getting the feel for what that was like. But the actor got in the cab and was like, "Oh no, is it that rough out there?"
Where are we going?
Hey, Tippett ain't just a city in China. Huh?
Can you buckle up my Oscar?
No.
Imagine if somebody was like that to De Niro.
Oh,
just peel
you're
off.
a little out of order yourself.
Amazing. Somebody told me the story that like the bass player from, I don't think it was the bass player, but somebody that was in the band Space Hog.
Okay.
Was like serving them drinks at a bartender. That's not dragging the guy from Space Hog.
Yeah.
Just like Space Hog. Come on.
Right.
Big deal. And then he was nothing wrong with it. But this is part of the artistic life. Tell me the story.
Well, even like with David Lynch, it's like he didn't make his money doing David Lynch movies.
Yeah.
He made his money directing commercials.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and music videos.
The art life, baby.
I'm only half hard.
I guess I'll just fuck the sand.
Somebody the next day, what are all these holes? David Lynch filmed a video here.
David Lynch was here.
David Lynch was here.
Yeah.
They call it the Lynch Swiss.
But you're
Swiss cheese sand.
You're looking at the art life right here.
That's the art life. He makes his money fucking the beach. That's how he funds his pictures.
I'm done with transcendental meditation. I'm now taking classes on how to suck my own dick.
They teach it because they can reach it.
Here's a little something I learned last night. It's called the eraser head. Did you see my head disappear?
This is us tonight, 10 minutes before we go out. Okay, tell me the story.
I did a commercial for the Avengers campus when it was getting ready to open at Disneyland. Like when you go and hang out with Spider-Man and the Hulk and shit. And the very beginning of 2020, I booked 2 different commercials at the very beginning of 2020. It was that one and then a progressive commercial that we literally shot like that Monday in March, and then that Friday was lockdown.
Oh, wow.
Like me and Flo and other people, like remember when people were shaking hands with elbows,
bro,
that week?
Yep. I still think about it. I ran into somebody named Sibel that I went to college with, and she tried to hug me, and I was like, what?
Right.
And she thought that I didn't like her.
Oh my God.
And I was like, don't you?
Raw dogging it. Yeah.
Bro, I think she was patient zero.
So we did I did the commercial, and it was such a fucked up morning anyway, because it was like, I'm playing somebody who like makes the stitching of the name on the hats when you buy like the little Mouseketeer hats, right, at Disneyland. And I get there and I'm like at base camp, and I text the number I have for like the second AD, and I'm like, I'm at the food truck. I'm just hanging out at the food truck, waiting for I've been in so many goddamn commercials, so many shoots. I'm always I let somebody know where I am, and eventually somebody comes over and goes, "Are you Matt? Okay, we're gonna go over here."
That's right.
That's the game. That's the game.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden, I'm just standing there. I'm kind of eating. I'm just hanging out, and then I get a text. It was like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm still standing in front of the food in the parking lot." Somebody fucked up. Yeah. And they were like, "They're ready for you now." And I'm like, "Okay, well, somebody better fucking get me there." Like, what? Should I buy a ticket to get into Disneyland?
Right. Yeah.
Like, what? Why? I'm like, do not make this about something that I did.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a PA coming over in a van. It's going to pick you up. Picks me up, a couple other actors, extras. We are in a parking lot. All you have to do is drive across the street and you're in the fucking theme park. Mm-hmm. This dingus goes out and takes a left. And now we're driving away.
Yeah.
And then and I'm like,
this ain't it, Six Flags.
I'm like, yeah, this isn't Disneyland. We're just driving around Anaheim. So now I'm even later. They come back around. Like, they're set up. They're like, where the fuck is Matt?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
in a van.
Where I was told to be.
We're going to Laguna, I think.
We finally get him. This has never happened before. This is like, backstage footage of like SNL type stuff where like they're putting the wardrobe on me and the makeup on me at like 5 people at once.
NASCAR.
NASCAR style. I finally get, rushed over and I'm just walking in front of the camera and okay. And the way that it was being shot was like the camera's behind me. And this has happened to like Glennis before in a commercial where she shot for 8 hours. She was a waitress all day. She was there, some bank commercial. And then the thing aired and all you see is her arm handing the guy the plate.
I think of that every time there's an arm in a movie. I'm like, that person did not know they were unarmed.
So now you're unrecognizable in the spot. Now you are not entitled to residuals.
Even your arm?
Dude.
Bro.
And I'm like...
We need a new arm of SAG-AFTRA. Okay. We're all worried about AI. How about arm intelligence?
How about arm eye? How about arm eye?
Arm tie and do some residuals. This is awful. Okay.
It's not always good, Larry.
Yeah, it's not always good. That's right, Will.
I could riff right now, but
that's worth noting. Cut out because she's an arm.
So I'm standing there thinking, oh my God, after this all this stress this morning and getting up at like 4 or 5 to get there and I'm like, I'm gonna get cut out of this fucking commercial. So I kept and I'm supposed to react. Like the Avengers jet flies by and shakes the building. And I'm like supposed to like react like that. But every time I react, I'm turning my whole body so that my face is on camera. And the director kept saying to me, he's like, you're turning too much. And I'm like, okay, got it. And then I'm turning more. Like, I'm like, I'm not getting like cut out of this.
You mean if you're shot from behind, you won't be in it?
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But I was like, all I knew was they said if they don't see your face. So I'm like, you're going to see my motherfucking face.
Yeah.
And we did it a bunch of times. And then I'm wrapped at like 8:30 in the morning, 9 a.m., and feeling so sorry for myself. And this is, mind you, in sobriety, And I'm feeling so fucking sorry for myself. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, it's an ad for Disneyland. It's going to run all the time. If I just get because for people who don't know, when you book a commercial, you get paid for the day you shot it. And then every time it airs, you get residuals for that. And it, depending on where it airs, what time of day,
right?
You could make a lot of money. And I'm like, fuck. So then I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I'm down in Anaheim. I'll just turn on my Lyft and I'll try to pick up some people. And it was even more demoralizing because it's like it's 9 o'clock. Everybody who's going to Disney, they're already there.
Right.
No, I'm like, where are these people?
Yeah.
So I'm like, God damn it. So then I'm like, I start getting closer to the highway and I'm going to drive up to the valley and go back home. Maybe I'll get a fare along the way. And literally, this is at a time, too, when, like, Glennis was even like, maybe we leave L.A., maybe we go to New England. She's like, maybe we move to Maine, be closer to my cousins. And as I'm thinking about this and thinking about that, I look, and there's, like, a pickup truck, like a Mack truck, an 18-wheeler in front of me with a Maine license plate. I'm like, oh, so is this the sign? This is the sign, And then I get the ping for a passenger. And I'm like, great. And even in that moment, I was like, not a lot of gratitude happening right now. Like,
this really is enlightening, too, to consider what a Lyft driver might be going through. You're like having like a life-shaping crisis. And I just get in like, airport.
Like, oh, no water? You don't have anything I can charge my phone with?
Wow.
Yeah.
These are the things you must get.
all the time. Wow. And the because it was the one thing that I wanted was like, at least maybe I can get a passenger. I can make a couple bucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I get a passenger and I'm
you're
like,
mad.
Oh, fuck this.
Yeah,
you know? So I'm like, all right, I'll go pick this guy up. And lots of times, because if I was going to drive during the day, like driving at night, it's a lot of drunk people and you're up late. You can make some decent money, but I'm also like, I don't need the aggravation, you know? I'm not, I might as well be, I don't know what. But if I drive during the day, there's still a lot of people going somewhere. Yeah. It's a lot of people going to and from doctor's appointments.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. And so I pick up this one guy from clearly some sort of doctor's appointment. And this guy had a lot of problems, you know. That's the best I'll say. Guy had a lot of problems.
Did he have like the temporary glasses, the sunglasses?
He had it was just clear. As soon as he started talking to me, I was like, all right, this guy's got
mental problems.
He's just got problems.
Okay.
A lot of problems.
Okay.
And I'm playing music in the car and like Pearl Jam is on or something, you know? And he's like, oh, is this Pearl Jam? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, wow. I love Pearl Jam. You know who I also really used to love? Nirvana. And I'm like, I've got it. Like in my head, I'm like, I've got a phone with every song in the world.
Yeah.
I'll put on some Nirvana. I'll throw this guy a bone.
Yeah.
And I start playing Nirvana. And he's talking, and all of a sudden, like, it takes a minute or two for it to hit him.
That we're listening to Nirvana?
He, like, stops mid-sentence, and he goes, did you just put on Nirvana? Did you just put on Nirvana for me? Oh, you're such a nice man. And now I'm like, now I feel like 2 inches tall, because I'm like, fucking, what am I fucking complaining about?
Yeah.
And then he hits me with this. He goes, wow. Do you get to just drive around all day and listen to music?
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah.
So I got this guy all wrong. I thought you were going to be like, oh, he's so annoying. He was reframing
everything.
Your take
yeah.
on reality.
And then I drop him off at like whatever kind of, you know, group home he lived at. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. And it was like,
that's it. I'm going to borrow this guy's perspective
for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What a gift.
I know.
I mean, I used to do that when I was a waiter. I was like, any music, any job where you're listening to music can't be that bad because you're listening to the PA all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're with people all day.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a hard flight, like come whatever from Toronto back home, 5.5 hours. And I'm like, just sitting in a chair. You know what I mean? Those little tweaks, like,
right.
It's just sitting in a chair.
No, it's
please
legitimate.
You're just sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
It's okay. Wow, that's really beautiful.
I know.
And then this was so you got your reshaped, you're getting yourself together.
And then the pandemic hits.
And then wow.
But again, it was still like, you know, the stimulus money was a huge help. The even Conan, like it was like I was the first person they reached out to. They're like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna email you the script. Wardrobe and props are gonna drop off stuff in your driveway. You shoot this yourself on your phone.
Wow.
Send us the files. And I actually have because Glennis was still working at the time. And and I'm just home alone with Jack. And he's like, you know, 4 or 5 at this point. And I have because I'm like, how the fuck am I going to shoot this with a 5-year-old? I'm like, he's not going to stay quiet. So I made him a part of it. I'm like, okay, Jack, you're going to be my director. You need to say action. And then when we're done, you say, and cut.
Cute.
And in between, like, you be quiet, you watch me do it, okay? And so this is the footage I sent them to Conan.
Yeah.
And one of the editors made me a super cut of all the interactions with me and Jack.
Cute.
It's so great.
Oh my God.
Like literally the very first take, he's just like, action. And before I even start talking, and cut.
Yes. Okay, then the pandemic. I'm trying to get to I'm not trying to get anywhere, but like you're starting to do this inner work. You're starting to reframe how you're looking at the world. You've had this humbling, but then even more importantly, like a shifting of perspective.
Yeah.
And then...
And the pandemic itself was its own, like 2020 was hard. 2021 was even harder. Just stuff going on in the family and just the dynamic and then all of it. And then I didn't even know that you were involved in How We Roll. I just got the audition. And I approached it. It's so funny. I kept thinking about it. It's funny we mentioned New Faces. I approached it the same way I did with my New Faces audition, where I'm like, I'm not going to book this. I don't care if I book this. I just want to do a really good audition.
Yeah.
You know, worker among workers. Just like take the action, leave the results.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if I don't book this thing, there's no bitterness on my side. It has nothing to do with what I did.
Yeah, yeah, you did your part.
I was not the right person, clearly, because I just fucking nailed it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so we did it, me and Glennis, and it was a different part, too. It was the boss who fires Tom.
Oh, really? Okay.
Was what I auditioned for. And then wound up getting it, doing a different part.
Carl.
It wasn't until I don't even think it was until I got the call sheet for the gig.
That you knew I was in it?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, I told them to look at you.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I was trying to just be like, we should just get Matt, but then they made you go through the hoops.
Well, because and trust me, we both have so many friends who've been on shows, like shows that didn't go, shows that got canceled, shows that have run forever. And it's like, it is not, trust me, anybody listening, it is not as simple as just Pete says, hire this guy.
No. There's a whole protocol.
There are so many people to go through.
Yes.
At CBS.
Yes.
The network.
You have to sell them. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
You know?
Yeah, no, I've had friendship turbulence with a number of people.
Of course.
Where they didn't believe that I couldn't just say, give them the
Rachel
job.
Dratch was supposed to be on 30 Rock.
Yeah, well, she was quite a bit.
But she was supposed to be...
Jenna Maroney?
Jenna Maroney.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she was a recurring person.
Right.
I see.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we did How We Roll. And when did we get to that first gig that we did together? I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was in like San Diego or something. Like it was somewhere.
It was in San Diego. And it was honestly driving down there. And I did my set and was still in a place of like, I'm so scared to death of performing. Like, I'm like, stand up, you know, because this probably would have been in 2022 or 2023.
Yeah.
I think 2023 maybe. And I was just like, God, I'm just uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable with myself. I haven't written any new jokes. I'm just doing old stuff that maybe it kind of works. And I'm like, just all I wanted to do was just get through my time and get off stage. I remember specifically in the middle of that set, looking at some dude in the front who was just dead-faced.
Oh, no.
And really thinking the thought, maybe I don't like doing stand-up comedy anymore.
Well, to your point, at this time in your career, you were a little bit lost. Like, there was no alt scene.
No.
You didn't understandably, believe me, nobody understands more than me, not wanting to like just go and schmooze at some club and just kind of like, it's just, we're grown men. We're fathers. It's hard to just go and hang at a club, you know, and try and ingratiate yourself to a whole other, it's overwhelming. So, right? I mean,
I just have no desire. I'm like, I was at the point where I'm like, I don't want to do stand up so badly that I'm just going to fucking try and like fake my way into some other scene. I'm like, because it never felt like that way to begin with. Like in New York, like I didn't know that there was an alt scene.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that I was part of a scene until it ended. I was like, oh, I just thought we were just comics doing shows.
Yeah. But you were in the alt scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was, I was never like, because I remember like doing like some show at like Stand Up New York and some dipshit just being like, oh, so are you an alt comic?
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess, because I don't fucking take the train all the way up here.
Yeah.
Like I just take the L train to 14th Street and do shows.
Yeah.
Like what? Like
yeah.
It was anyway.
Yeah. But so you were like on the verge of quitting during the set.
100%. I was like, oh, I don't think I enjoy this. I don't think I know how to do this anymore.
I remember this. I told Val that you were doing it, and I was really hoping that it would go well. Not that it was an audition, but I was already in my mind going, this was after our Tombstone moment, and I was like, Matt's, again, nothing wrong with it, but I was like, I didn't like that you were getting recognized while you're driving around Lyft. I'm like, this is one of the funniest, most talented people I've ever known in my life. I was like, okay, let's do this gig. And both Val and I were kind of, I wouldn't say nervous, but we were aware. We were like, I really hope this works.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if you felt that way, but I was like,
are you kidding?
I didn't know if you were looking at it that way. I was, in a very chill way. I wasn't sitting by the stage with notes, but I was like, please, even if you're a C-, we'll give this a go. You know what I mean? I was like, can he do it?
Yeah.
Not just comedy, but like summon the will to do the scary thing of being vulnerable and trying and going for it and seeing if you can get it. It's risky.
Well, just to jump ahead slightly, because then the next gig we did was Houston.
Yeah.
Which was much more of that. Like, I remember that first night, that Thursday, just being in the backstage.
In Houston.
And thinking, oh no. Like, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. Like I really felt like I've lied to get the gig.
Yeah.
And now I have to do the gig. And I'm like, and I remember
it's real shit.
You specifically said to me, you're like, and this was totally unsolicited. You just went, can I give you a few pointers? And I'm like, please. Please. And it was just small things like, say something up top so that they all clap at once, or like, mention the town. They like to know that
you're in the town.
That you're in the town.
Even if you just say Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think also you were a little nervous too, because we'd never been to that club before and you didn't know that it was like.
I remember that.
It was like, it's because it's in like a strip mall,
For some reason, I opened by talking about how my wife lived in Texarkana. Like I really felt like I had to like ingratiate myself
right.
to Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Now we go there. Been there a bunch of times together and we love it.
I love that.
But the first time I did it, I was like trying to like pander and be like, I know you guys. I've been to Texas before.
I'm in the South.
Yeah. Totally unnecessary, but yes.
But then we got through that weekend and I remember maybe even that first night, but like you were like, that was as good as anybody could do in this situation or environment or whatever it was.
Yeah.
However you put it. But like the Houston Improv in particular is such a special place for me because it was like walking through that unimaginable fear of like, oh, this is the scary thing that I was scared of and it's working.
That's what this story is earmarked with at every turn, is like precipices.
Right.
Being in a place and on the other side of something, some place you want to go is this like really scary furnace-like feeling. And you just kept eating them one after another. We tried to make it as pleasant as possible, but it wasn't uncourageous of you.
But going back to San Diego, I was done. Like I came off stage and I was like, yeah, I mean, it was nice of Pete to let me do this and, I'll get a couple bucks, but I was just like, I don't know how to do stand-up comedy anymore. Like, it was really how I felt. And then you went on stage and you did your hour and I just sat there in the wings watching the whole show. And I've told you this before, but it's like, it gave me that rush of, I suddenly remembered what it felt like to have fun doing stand-up.
Yeah.
And watching you do it, and I was like, oh, wait, I remember doing that.
You remembered yourself.
I remembered how, I suddenly remembered that feeling.
Yeah.
And especially getting the perspective of being able to see behind you and see the audience and just that POV of.
It was almost like I was reminding you of your feeling, though. Isn't that funny?
100%.
Because I told you when you told me that when I was during the pandemic, most of it, I just didn't do stand-up.
Yeah.
And then there was this outdoor show, and I went through exactly what you went through. I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I just felt really shaky. Been like, let's say it was 6 months, maybe a year since I had performed. And now it's like this big kind of jacked up show, like kind of juiced up crowd, great lineup. It's like Jesselnick and probably Burr. And I'm on after Andrew Santino, who I didn't even know at the time. Now, he and I are friends, but I was watching him, or maybe I went up. No, he went up first. And I watched him, and I just saw a free person, like someone who wasn't afraid,
Right.
and someone who was having fun, and someone who was like celebrating and green-lighting their thoughts and their feelings, which is what stand-up can be really beautiful at. It's great if it's funny, but if you're really seeing someone just be like, I'm not embarrassed, I had this thought, isn't that weird? And the crowd is laughing. And I told him as such, I was like, it reminded me of like what this all is. So I've had that exact same thing happen. Yeah. They're showing you, they're reminding you that you used to dance like this, and it can go away. Stand-up can like atrophy and crumble really quickly. Yeah. And then you see a set, and I'm so honored that was me for you, because Santino did it for me, and people throughout my whole career have done it, where you're like, that doesn't look like afraid.
I took a picture. I still have the picture on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Just to remember.
I was like, I need to like grab this and keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then we started really touring.
And then these past few years, especially that first year too, where it was like, then I suddenly was like, okay, I'm going to write new jokes and try them.
Yeah.
And it was so frightening and so freeing to not just do things and be like, oh, wait, I do know how to write jokes. These work. The freedom in trying something and it didn't work.
Yeah.
And I didn't turn to dust and
that's right,
fly away.
Because you're getting like road strong. You're getting just like reps.
Right.
I don't go to the gym, but like I get to say reps in this case. But it's true. Like, it's funny. I remember when I was doing Crashing, Jed was like, you're going to get better at acting because nobody ever gets to act. Like, you're just going to get to act.
Right.
Every day. You'll be acting.
When we did the pilot for How We Roll, I remember Mark Gross saying like, where did you come from? Like, you're really good at this. And I was like, he's like, do you do theater? And I was like, no, I mean, I came up doing stand-up, but I totally accredited it to doing Conan because the live sketches in front of the live audience.
Yeah, kept you in that live way.
100%.
And now we do it, and it really is just about like doing a lot of comedy. There's just I'm very old school in that way. Like the criticisms I have, if I'm watching a special, I'm just like, they should have done that joke 100 more times. And now we're like, we do it. Yeah. And you're also on the clock, just like I am, meaning we've gone to cities and we've gone back to cities. Right. And then we've gone back to cities.
There was that first time you texted me, you were like, we were in the city before last year. I just want to make sure, there might be a lot of the people who've already heard the jokes you did last time we were there. Yeah. And I was like, and I did not take it as an insult. It was a relief because I was like, Pete, I already had the same thought. Yeah, and I have stuff prepared.
That's it. Like, we got to switch it up. Or like, I'm worried it won't work. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see the same show.
100%.
Yeah.
But it's but what a gift to me of like, well, now you have to come up with new shit.
No, that's to me, stand up. The whole thing is now you've got to. Like, you want to be a writer? Great. As a stand up, now you've got to, or you'll bomb. Like, you have to work on it. Oh, you want to write new shit? Well, now you have to, because you're going back to Denver. You have to write a new hour.
Yeah.
In fact, you're so much better at remembering than I am. We'll go back. I think it was Arizona. And you were like, it feels like we were just here, I said to you. And you were like, yeah, we were here like 10 months ago.
Oh, yeah.
And then I looked up my set list from that time, and it was pretty much the same.
You're like, oh, thank God.
It was that day. And I of course, I swapped in all this new stuff, and it was great. That was a particularly great weekend.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, shit. Like, I guess these jokes are ready, and you got to rotate it out.
Right.
This episode is brought to us by our friends at Apollo Neuro. If there's one piece of wearable technology that has genuinely changed my life for the better, it's the Apollo. Apollo is a wearable that helps your body recover from stress by sending gentle, soothing vibrations directly into your nervous system. You can wear it on your ankle. I wear mine on the inside of my wrist. It basically tells your body you are safe. It's like a digital wearable hug for your nervous system. It has settings for everything: energy and wake up, social and open, clear and focused. I usually have it on the social setting when I'm doing this podcast. And my favorite, fall asleep, which helps me fall asleep without ingesting anything, nothing in my system, just something on my system that helps me fall and, more importantly, stay asleep. It was developed by a neuroscientist and a board-certified psychiatrist who spent 15 years studying stress, and it's been proven in multiple clinical trials to improve sleep, focus, recovery, and overall calm. So if you want to feel more relaxed, focused, and just a little bit more in control, check it out. You'll get $40 off at apolloneuro.com/weird with promo code weird. That's APOLLONEURO.com/weird with promo code weird. Check it out. This episode is brought to us by our friends at Dadgrass. Why is it that when you want to relax and just have a little fun, modern weed products strap you to a rocket like a confused chimp and blast you into outer space? You can't follow a movie, you can't hold a conversation, you're just orbiting the Earth, surrounded by empty pizza boxes and a lot of regret. Well, can't we just take the edge off? Well, can't we just get a little giggly with our friends, keeping our feet on the ground? Well, thanks to Dadgrass, yes we can. I am obsessed, legit, with their leisure drinks. It is a sparkling yuzu-flavored can that ships legally to all 50 states if you're over 21, and each one has 3 milligrams of THC and 6 milligrams of CBD, which is the perfect dose so you feel happy and relaxed without the hangover. Plus, they're stackable for a bigger buzz, and they are fast-acting, which means you'll feel it in about 10 to 20 minutes so you can get it just right. Get leisure drinks and all of Dadgrass's products, including their joints and gummies, all at dadgrass.com, and use promo code WEIRD. Sorry, dadgrass.com/weird, and use promo code WEIRD for 20% off. That's dadgrass.com/weird. Use promo code WEIRD for 20% off. Check it out.
But that it's been a really beautiful journey to becoming roommates again.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I was going to
ahead.
say, is because I've never felt more comfortable on stage, because this time I've really gotten to know myself. Because in life, I've never felt more like myself and gotten to know myself. So now I'm actually on stage, instead of just trying to be funny, or especially like those first 10 years where I was just trying to be outrageous.
Yeah.
Because I had nothing else. I remember an ex-manager saying to me once, "Yeah, you're really funny, but I don't know who the fuck you are." And that was like, I
had someone say that to me too.
I was so exposed in that moment, because I was like, oh, well, fuck, I don't fucking know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm in that school where people, look, it doesn't have to do with age necessarily, because some people just knew themselves
Sure.
right away, it seemed. Prodigies. But like, I think I'm way funnier in my 40s than I was in my 30s. And I love those specials. But I'm like, oh, now I actually know. You don't know. You don't know what you actually feel or what you actually think. And now it's like, you get older and you're just like, that's how I feel. That's how I think. I know right away.
Right.
And what I like about our relationship is like, you're always just giving me a tag or saying, oh, you said that differently, and I'll do it for you. But it's very casual.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's like being like, it's like sort of like a marriage, I guess. We don't really talk about comedy all the time, but every once in a while, like just last night, I was like, oh, you should say your wife is standing there.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'll try it. And then you do it.
It's so great.
I get a little pride because I'm like, it worked. Sometimes it doesn't work.
You're right.
I've pitched you a bunch of stuff and I'm like listening and it doesn't work. And I'm like, whoops. Whoops-a-doodle. Sorry about that. And it's just, I don't know. The other thing I've noticed with you is like, And I'm not complaining, but like as I get more in touch with my feelings, like doing stand-up on the road is stressful. Nobody really talks about that because it's kind of like Andy Kaufman in Taxi. Nobody wants you to complain about your dream job.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I've noticed is like having you with me has made it so much better. It's like, I think, like whenever I read Steve Martin's book, he was so depressed, and he even says like, I could have brought friends with me, and I'm like, yeah, you could have brought friends with you. I don't understand.
Yeah.
And so many people will cut costs by like, oh, I'll use a local, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's part of the ecosystem as well. But now that I'm like at a place where I'm like, I want these routines, I want it nice and calm.
Yeah.
I want to go to like a VHS store with you, go have some dinner, go do the show. And it's sometimes highlighted by the fact that sometimes the clubs don't know that we don't want an MC,
right?
And there'll be an MC, and I'll just be like, oh man, I'm so like in this cozy way. And the MCs are always great, but like we just want our routine.
It changes,
It just makes it so much better. Because I've had, not to be weird, but like, you're not the only opener I've brought, and people are like, why do you do that? Like you could do that, and I'm like, don't. This is our life, is why.
I mean, it's like you could have a restaurant that's just using like Cisco frozen food, or you can.
Yes.
Like, this is local, like farm fresh.
Yes.
Ingredients,
and it's a real thing, and it's a real friendship, and it's really, really beautiful, and it's been great to just watch you killing it and thriving in this way.
Thank you.
Did you tell the story? I don't think you did. Do you think last time you were on, you told the story about being in a fight with Glennis, your wife, and then they got in the car? Do you remember this?
I do. No, I do remember this. Did I tell this story? I might have. I don't know.
I hope not.
Anybody who's out there,
it's like, don't tell that great story again.
Richard Harris was on one of the last episodes of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
And Johnny said to him, tell that story about when you were, about you and O'Toole. And he's like, but I've told that story already. And he's like, 26 years ago, Richard.
That's right. This was 8 years ago.
Right.
Who cares? I'm sorry, because it's kind of an embarrassing story, but I
used to talk
think
about
it all the time, and it kills me.
You
have to nail, not to give you a note, but you have to nail the emotion of it. Like the fact, go ahead, that you were like about to reconcile. I think that's so important.
This is why it was probably, I definitely didn't tell the story on the air last time, because it probably had like just happened.
Yeah.
I still hadn't found the humor in it yet.
Yeah. And I think this is one of the things we're good at pulling out of each other. Like that thing, that's the bit.
I will tell you a story sometimes, and your reaction will be the verbatim sentence. If you're not talking about this on stage, you're an idiot.
You're an idiot. Yeah.
You know?
Like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
You told me the I can't wait story at PF Chang's. A guy ran into a bathroom screaming, I can't wait. Yeah. And I'm dying laughing, and I'm like, what are you doing?
I know. I'm like, and every time I'm like, oh, fuck, he's right.
Yeah.
You know,
and this story is one of those stories.
The proposal story, too.
Yeah. Yep.
This is one of them. So this was in my first year of sobriety, and like I only count that first year in sobriety as like one instance of we almost got divorced, because it was like, it's like an amalgam of every, we're about to get divorced into one.
Yeah.
Because it was so many times. It was so volatile, you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, I was on the couch. I was back in the bed. I was, at my buddy's place. It was, it was a mess. We didn't know what to do. We were both so raw, Mm-hmm. And then, and Glennis herself wound up getting sober as well. But this was an olive branch that she really extended to me. And she said, well, me and Jack are going to go to Target, and he's probably 1.5, like 18 months or, do you want to come to Target with us?
Olive Branch. It's like The Story of Us. There's a movie called The Story of Us, and Michelle Pfeiffer says to Bruce Willis, do you want to come with us to Chow Fun's? It's a restaurant.
Yeah.
Don't say Chow Fun's if you don't mean Chow Fun's, because it means like you're open to getting back together.
Right.
So you had your like, don't say Target if you don't mean Target.
And I'm like, Target, that's where families go.
And you're saying, I will go with you to Target.
I will go with you to Target. I will be a husband to you. I will be a father to him.
Yes.
And, you know, push our wedding rings together, form of a healthy couple.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And she's like, okay, let me go put Jack in his car seat. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to run to the bathroom. I run into the bathroom. And as soon as the door of the bathroom closes, my first thought is, well, clearly this is the perfect time to masturbate.
Look, as someone who understands in solidarity that masturbation is often an anxiety reduction technique. Like it has nothing to do with like, I just feel it. In fact, it often means the opposite. Like you don't feel embodied or horny or erotic. Yeah. You're just panicking and you just want to calm down or something.
Maybe I never thought of it that way.
Okay. That's how I always took this story.
You may have nailed it.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just like,
it's time to jerk it.
I'm like, I got to jerk off. I got to do. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So like I take out my phone and I just pull up a video. And like I'm like, because usually like you look for the perfect video and like
I've had the rush job.
This was a rush job.
Homepage.
I'm just on the homepage. I just pull up a rush job, and like there's no sound on the video, but I'm like I can't be picky. I just gotta get this done. They are waiting for me in the car. And so... Stop it! Stop it! So I get it done. I put my phone away. No, I didn't. I still have my phone, but I start putting my shoes on.
Always take your shoes off to jerk it. Little thing. You need the grip.
Putting on my coat, putting on my shoes. My phone pings. It's Glennis. I assume she's going to be like, hey, hurry up. We're ready.
Yeah.
The text from Glennis says, ... She wrote the word
is worse than we need to talk. ...
The Bluetooth on your phone connected to the radio in the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bluetooth on the phone connected to the radio in the car!
So we're going to go to Target without you.
Because it sounds like you already have some friends over.
And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm on her side. Like, I'm like, yeah, I've got thinking to do.
I'm forever dead with that story.
Yeah.
Forever dead.
Yeah.
And I think I told you once, I was like, I would milk it and just be like, my wife and my baby are in a car and they just hear like, oh, yeah, fucking around my fucking pussy. She's like, whoops.
Here's the crazy thing too. Here's like the, like, is it odd or is it God thing where it's like, we were sharing a car at the time. Her phone was like number one on the call sheet for the Bluetooth.
Yeah.
My phone never connected to the fucking radio in the car.
I don't know why, but sometimes the universe is like, we got to break this thing's neck.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Like when a doctor re-breaks your bone before you heal it.
Yeah.
It's like, let's really, we thought we were at the bottom. Let's go a little bit lower and then let the healing begin.
So like they went, I remember I called my friend, like one of my best friends, and he was just like laughing, but like, dude, I'm sorry. Like I was already he's like, you're going to, I know that this is awful, but you're going to think this is really funny someday.
Yeah. And we do. I mean, I find it to be hilarious.
Yeah.
And it was actually at a time, now I feel like there's more like Bluetooth mishaps I've seen it in movies. I've seen it in TV. When you told me that story the first time, I didn't see it coming at all. Yeah. And I was like, that can happen?
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
The other thing that I say this to you all the time, but one of the ways that you've helped me soften something that I didn't know, I've also stopped drinking. I'm not entirely sober, but I don't drink and I rarely use weed, but whatever. That's really helped me. And like, I also realized you helped me with my like status addiction. I had like a pretty good, you and I talk about this all the time, that fame is a mental illness.
That's what Glennis says. Fame is a mental illness.
It is. And money is, this is not new, but it's an addiction. It's like, why did you do that?
Right.
You didn't need the money. Why are you doing it? It's like, it's because they can't stop doing cocaine. I don't mean literally. It's like, it's its own addiction.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm saying that I've, in times in my life, and it took a while to get over a status addiction, just like a specialness addiction, just like a, but the moment you know what I'm going to say, because
I know
it really, it was a little wake up for me. And it's when you were technically working for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it makes it ballsier that you said it.
Right.
And better. You mentioned that you were going out with a group of friends, and you mentioned like 4 comics. And the comics,
I think I might have even used that word where I was like, oh, I'm meeting up with a couple of comics.
and I was like, who?
Yeah.
And this is in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm at this time really getting off that I'm like having dinner with Conan and fucking being
Sure.
a special boy.
Yeah.
But I'm embarrassed to say that to you now. You know what Val and I say now all the time? We're like, there's nothing on the other side of that door. There's no substance. I'm not saying
forget
Conan.
it.
I'm just saying like there's the Hollywood party. You'll never, and anybody at these Hollywood parties will agree with me.
Oh,
you go to
yeah.
the Vanity Fair party, which is this notorious party. It's just a bunch of lights and no mirrors. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's like
yeah.
there's nobody there to tell you that you're valuable. So everyone's just confused and looking for Taylor Swift.
yeah.
Like, is she here? Can she tell me she knows who I am? It's a very lonely feeling, unless you're Taylor Swift, I guess. But even her, I'm sure she's like, that was low, empty calories. So anyway, you said, I won't say who the comics were, but you said these 3 people. And I went, that's a good group. Like full John Lovitz.
Yeah.
Just go, that's a good group. And you just went, not enough credits for you, Pete? Meaning they haven't done enough things. Like they're not in enough movies. And at that time in my life,
They have no value.
they have no value.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, that was like a turning point joke in my life.
Yeah.
Where it didn't happen right away, but it planted a seed where I started, part of my healing to help us come back to one another was going like, oh, wait, how did I believe my own hype? How did I believe that like, if I'm hanging out with this person who's made this movie, they're better. They're better people.
Yeah.
And your group that night, not enough creds. That was a good group. And I was like, oh, I'm so up my own ass. And I'm just really glad. I think it has to do with not drinking and facing those feelings of inadequacy and fear. And it has a lot to do with having a family and just not caring about gift bags or, you know, who got first class to Montreal or whatever it is, that I can just be a human person. And now I don't, it's not that I'm ashamed of that guy, but like that joke helped me go, oh, wait, I'm in a trance. I didn't know it right away.
Yeah.
But slowly I was going like, it's not just alcohol. It's like ripping lines of better than.
It makes me think of one of my favorite analogies I heard about sobriety and then living sober is you're driving a car really fast. And when the day you get sober, you press on the brakes, like you slam on the brakes.
Yeah.
And then all this stuff that's in the back seat comes flying forward.
Yeah.
And then there's a process of going through one thing at a time. You just pick up something from the dashboard. Do I need this? Don't I?
Yeah.
And then discarding them. And it takes a while, but you can slowly, one thing at a time, all that stuff that you've been avoiding, throwing in the back seat. I'll deal with that later. I'll feel that later.
You kicked up some sediment.
Yeah.
It's here now.
Now it's here.
Yep.
And I got to do something with it.
I remember Richard Rohr talks about sobriety, and he's not an alcoholic, but he's like, we're all addicts because we're all addicted to our own way of thinking.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
It's too bad they named alcoholism after the drinking part of it because it confuses a lot of people. Because for me, it's having 3 trash cans and 2 lids. Like I'm like, okay, this is covered. Oh shit! Now I got like. There's always going to be something.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just how it manifests.
Because that's why, like, when I bottomed out, it was on like sex. You know, it was on lust and like cheating on my spouse, and it was just like that was the last thing where it was like, oh, this is a new drug I found. This is my new favorite addiction.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And to like renew your mind, it sounds sort of biblical, but like to change how to rewire your brain.
That's it. Yeah.
Takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
And one of my lids was like, am I special? But then, it's what's funny about show business is especially my level of show business, which is not, Daniel Day-Lewis or what I'm trying to think of it's not Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
So if you're my level, it happened even during Crashing. I remember going on a red carpet at an HBO event.
Yeah.
So people are walking the carpet and like all these pictures are being taken. And I swear to God, I walked out and everyone stopped taking pictures. And this is when my show was on. And it's an HBO event. And you don't know what it's like to walk out and be like,
Bueller?
they must be reloading or something.
Like, they want a fresh roll of film.
But what's funny is, and I know you'll relate to this, you don't think they're reloading. You go, they're not taking pictures. And you realize you've been going to the hardware store for milk.
Yeah.
You thought the pictures would make you, it's a gift.
Yeah.
To not, and I've told this a million times, but I love it every time I think about it. There was a billboard for Crashing on my ride home, and I would see it driving home every day. It was like right by my house, big billboard for Crashing. I was like, oh my God, there it is. It's my show.
Yeah.
And then one day I'm driving, and instead it's for T-Mobile, and it says 4 free cell phones. And I was like, I'm 4 free cell phones. Like, that's no more or less valuable than that. It's just I was just the 4 free cell phones that month.
Would it be so funny if you drove by and I'm on the ledge, like drawing a giant mustache on your face?
Or a big dick.
A big dick.
We teach it because we can reach it.
Crashing into my own dick.
Every day. Man.
You reminded me, like we went, because I was in the movie Companion this year, streaming on HBO Max. And
edit that out.
And going to the premiere was a trip because I'm like, it's a small cast, but I'm not one of the stars of the movie,
Yeah.
And watching it, and then the little after party, which was like, it was fun being special but not special, really feeling like a worker among workers, but like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm shooting that movie in Toronto currently on number like 4, and I'm like on the call sheet. The whole thing is just a status fuck. It's like, you're number 4.
Well, it's just work stuff. Like, it's just that's what it is.
It's senior vice president.
That's all.
It's all it is. I'm the senior vice president
That's right.
of the movie. But like, I've actually found that the sweetest spot is those low pressure. Do your job. Do it phenomenally. And you're not so exhausted. You can be kind to everyone. You can learn more names. When you're number 1 and you're writing it or whatever it is,
right,
you're burnt. You're toast. Number 4, playing grab ass all day. Sounds nice.
Like I was just like, let's just go say hi to Jack, to Sophie, to Lucas, like the director Drew, writer director. And like, I just want to say hi. You were fucking amazing, and then
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of David Lynch fucking sand. Keep going. I guess I'll just fuck the beach. Sorry. I just knew
if you want to do something right, you've got to do it yourself.
There's a crab in there. It's working for me. Give it a pinch.
Never cut. Oh, I'm so sad he's dead. He's the fucking best.
Oh, yes.
My favorite part of that was being at the premiere was like, you know what? If I was a star of the movie, that would be nice. But I'm so content just being, you know what? And me and Glennis, we said hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Talked for 2 seconds.
Yep.
And then went over, there was a buffet, and we're just sitting off to the side, like sitting on like a stone slab, just eating these tacos and shit.
Yeah.
And just being like, now let's leave.
Buddy.
And the best part too was running into Zach Kreger outside.
Yes.
Who was just like, I was like, dude, thank you so much. Because the story I heard was, because he EP'd that movie.
Yeah.
Was that when they were looking at audition tapes, he saw me and goes, oh, wait, I know that guy. He can do this.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What a mensch.
But let me tell you, the real spiritual experience for me, the premiere was, I don't give a shit. Like I'm good. What was crazy for me was the day before going to Macy's and like asking somebody who works there for help. Like, I have an important work event tomorrow. I need a new outfit. Like, will you please help me? Yeah. Like, I'm going to try on clothes that fit. I'm going to buy a new shirt. Like, I went and got a haircut.
Yeah.
And like, you know, the guy like put like wax in my ears and up my nose.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Cleaned you up.
And it was like, that was more difficult than, you know, the photographers being like, Matthew, you know?
Yeah. They have a picture of you.
It was like being like, where's my worth really?
Yeah.
You know, and being like, I'm going to go buy clothes that fit.
Yeah.
And go into this so uncomfortable because I'm a piece of shit. I shouldn't have clothes that fit.
Right.
You know? And
now
then
you know.
And then
you've taught me that too. That's another
Yeah.
great lesson you've given me is I have a really hard time listening. I improvise a lot on stage and I got to listen to my sets and write down, take notes. And it sucks. It doesn't suck. It's just, it takes effort and it's uncomfortable. Even after 25 years, it's still hard to listen to yourself. But you were like, it's self-care.
Yep.
It's not work. It's actually helping you. It's doing something kind for yourself.
Yes.
And the obstacle,
which can feel very difficult.
Right.
For me.
You have to go, no, I deserve to feel comfortable on stage and remember the lines. And then you can get in, the audience deserves to hear those lines, those good lines that you worked on.
Yeah.
Like, but it helps you. It's for you. That's another thing you've helped me with. I love that. What was I going to say about, you and Glennis eating tacos. And it's not just romantic relationship.
Yeah.
But it's finding the dairy farm. It's like, don't go to the hardware store for milk. Go to the dairy for milk.
Right.
And when you find, it could be a friend, it could be a pet, it could be a hobby. I don't know what it is. It could be a book. You find the thing that really fulfills you, that has substance. In your case, it's Glennis. In my case, it is in large part Valerie and of course Leela.
Yeah.
We went and did some really cool like hip show, but we went to dinner before, and it was just she and I. We've been together over 12 years, you know. But it's still brag. That was the night. It wasn't. And then we went and did the show.
Right.
And then it was like some really big people were coming to close the show. And I went on like second, and then we're standing in the back, me and Val. And I was like, should we go? I think she might have even said, should we go?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've never been more in love with you. Like, because look, I'm not saying shows aren't fun, but we had already gotten what we came for.
Right.
And I wasn't looking, and if I'm being honest, talk about like the remnants of that ego. Is it's yes, that performer's gonna come and perform, or is it, do you think they're gonna come and say something to me?
Yeah,
Are they gonna go, hey Pete, you're the best.
Right.
You know, I'm good, but you're the best. Like, we don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with having a family.
It's finding my worth in a worthy place, or like, you know, if you want self-esteem, do esteemable acts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like if I'm, it's my value isn't in booking the gig. My value is in doing a good job.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Which is, you know, I'm not going to get paid to do the dishes or clean the cat litter, but like I get that same feeling. Dude, our dryer and washing machine both were malfunctioning. There was an error on the on the washer, and the dryer was making a horrible screeching noise. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. You know, it's been a pretty decent summer, you know, paycheck wise. I'll just call Whirlpool. They'll come over and charge us too much money, and it'll just be done. I was on hold for, I'm not even joking, like 14 or 15 minutes. And I hung up and I was like, fuck this. So I just went on YouTube and was like, how do I fit? Like,
yeah, what do you do?
My dryer's squeaking.
What do you do?
And looking for that model. And the guy's like, this is what you do. And then the error message on the washing machine. This is what you do.
Yeah.
You
felt amazing.
I took afterwards, because I took apart the washer. It's just clogged. Water, gross water went everywhere. I mopped it all up.
Yep.
I fucking cleaned it out, put it back together, ordered the part to replace in the dryer.
Yeah.
Took that whole thing apart, unplugged, disconnected the gas, which I was like,
I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how, I'm a fucking, my first thought is always, I'm a piece of shit. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And then my second thought has to be, and that is a lie.
Yeah.
That is a lie that I'm telling myself.
Yeah. It's a story.
And then I went through, fixed it. I felt high.
Yeah.
For a week.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah.
Like, look at you. This is not.
Yep.
And as good as a feeling as finding out, you booked New Faces in Montreal. Well,
that's what's interesting is there is really only one happiness,
Yeah.
And it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's hiding in all these little places, and we want the special happiness, but really the dryer happiness is the same happiness as the booking it happiness. So just get it all these different places instead of waiting for someone to give it to you.
But it was so much cleaner and realer.
Yeah.
Of oh man, I fucking did this.
Yeah.
I was scared to do it.
Yeah.
And I read the instructions. I did my best.
Yep.
And it worked. And I was of service to my family.
Yeah.
It's just
you told me that too. That's a program thing, right? Like acts of service. It's you don't know what to do, start helping.
Oh yeah.
Like feed the dog.
Yeah.
That's been really helpful to me as well.
But in a way that not because there's a fine line between being of service and being a people pleaser.
Yeah, no, that's why I like feeding the dog. It's just between you and the dog.
Just between, and it's basically be of service and don't tell anybody.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, because when
for its own sake.
When I'm a people pleaser, then I'm I'm the one that fed the fucking dog.
Yeah. I fall into that.
Yeah, of course.
I'll say to Val it's funny. I think Elf did the dishes or something. It's fucking idiot.
Anytime I'm cleaning the litter box, I'm always this was a 2-1 vote. I'm the only one who didn't want these fucking cats.
Hilarious. I said to Val once, I was like, your dog keeps barking. And I was I caught myself right away. I was like, I'll never say that to you again.
Delicious.
But I am the one that didn't want dog. But then I get to snuggle the dog. I love the dog.
Sure.
But I am such a minimal, just without Val, I'd just be sitting in a studio apartment peering out the blinds like a cop, smoking cigarettes.
Where's my next gig?
Thank God. Well, Matthew, I feel good. Do you feel good?
I do. I remember the last thing that we digressed off of. Oh. So somehow or another, Joe is opening for Chappelle.
Oh, yeah.
And then they run into Chris Isaak.
Right.
And I think they had spotted Chris Isaak beforehand, or it's a type of thing where somebody comes in and it's Chris Isaac's here? Is it all right if he comes back to say hi?
Yeah.
And apparently Chappelle knew who Chris Isaak was, but didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Joe, huge Chris Isaak fan. Huh. So then it becomes the complete antithesis of what we just experienced with Tyler Bate.
Yeah.
Where Isaac comes in, he's only interested in Chappelle.
And
Chappelle's interested in Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's interested in Isaac. Isaac couldn't give a fuck less. Dave couldn't give a fuck less. I mean, it was just this.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I mean, one of the lessons that I've just learned, and I can't always do it, and it's not to be a people pleaser, but it's sometimes just give people what they want. You know what I mean? Sarah Silverman has this great joke where a little kid is acting a fool and his parents are he just wants attention. And she's like, well, give it to him. Uh-huh. And there's something about you meet a guy. I don't know. It's not, I like saying thank you for brightening my day. Just letting them know that was nice. Thank you. It was okay. When that somewhat drunk person came to the green room last night, I'm like, you're okay. Thank you. This was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying more and more.
Those two guys wanted to talk about
Wrestling
with me. I'm
Just
like,
go
I'll
out.
go out and talk to him about wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it can be nice to sometimes just, if you have it in you, take time to just give people what they want. If it costs nothing to you, especially, except time or effort, it's nice.
Right.
No.
Oh, fall in love. Less clouds. More fucking.
Hint of nipple.
God damn it.
It took me so long. No offense. That woman in that video, everybody's very attractive. But obviously, if you like curvier women,
oh yeah,
you don't see one until you're like.
I mean, I had forgotten.
I feel like I was 28 when I saw
Jack's in the shower, and I'm like, I remember masturbating to this video, but I'm like, it can't be that. It was on TV. It can't be that bad. I was just a fucking horny kid.
Yeah.
We start watching it, and I'm like, in the beginning, it is all clouds. I'm like, oh yeah, David Lynch did direct this, but then like by the end, they're just fucking in the sand. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah. They just went for it.
It's insane.
It's insane. But like, I feel like I missed my horny director that like loved Betty Page. Like we didn't really have that growing up.
Interesting.
It was like, what's her name? I'm not trying to objectify anybody. I'm just saying like, when it comes to representation in the media, it's a lot of Cindy Crawfords and there's very few Betty Pages.
I don't think you know who Betty Page is.
Oh, I don't mean Betty Page?
No.
Betty White? No.
Betty White?
Vanna White? No. Who's Betty Page? Who do I mean?
I don't know. Betty Page.
Who's the ultimate pinup girl?
I mean, you could say Betty Page, but she was not. I mean, she was curvy, but she was not like it was. It's insane how small her waist was.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's not what I'm thinking. I'm talking like a roller derby girl.
Maybe like even Marilyn Monroe. I mean, that was a roomy.
Roomy.
A
little bit roomy. And that's our last iron in the fire. We're watching Chopping Mall, and it cuts to this heavy guy.
That's right.
And the waitresses are just like, the wail over it. In the 80s, all we wanted to do is shame
fat
people.
person was wrong.
And he's just eating. It was just loose
and he's
footage
covered
of him.
in food.
Of course he is. They're filthy.
And he probably had a cigarette going.
Of course.
He looked
and
like
the
a cigarette.
two hot girls are just like, ugh, don't let him grab you. Because he can't resist butter. So he also can't resist you.
That's right.
He's just giving everything that he wants to himself.
And that's the button on the scene.
He goes, can I get some more butter?
Waitress, more butter.
I've tried to make this work, and maybe I will. But it's so funny that in the 80s, if you wanted to show that someone was going to die, like, and you would feel good about them dying because they were a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You just show them in a white undershirt, tank top undershirt,
right,
flipping channels.
Oh my God.
That's all you need. This guy's such a fucking idiot. He can't even watch TV. He has to flip channels. Godzilla steps on him and we all cheer.
Right.
Now that's all we do.
That person is worthless.
That person was worthless. Yeah. Now there is no, if you're watching an episodic, what do you have, a pipe? Are you winding down with the Psalms? It's old fashioned. Now it's just, like, there's your clip.
Just the loud, angry fat person.
Yes.
It's like the like before the music starts in like a David Lee Roth video.
Yeah.
There's just some fat woman just being like, I've got hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he's like, he kicks down the door and rocks out and she falls in the tub.
Yeah.
Toaster falls in. She's dead. Now I can rock out. And the one that I really can't get people on board with, and it drives me crazy, is people watching reels with the volume on. And it's just everyone. I think it's going to be like some 18-year-old kid. I turn around as like a 75-year-old man.
Yeah.
Just like, here's how to make guacamole in under 30 seconds. I'm just like, I just want to turn mine on and be like, is this bothering you? But it's just because inconsiderate people make me feel unsafe. This has been You Made It Weird, live from Cleveland. Not live. Not live at all. Matthew, I love you very dearly.
Oh, Peter, I love you.
We've been on quite a ride, and I'm glad we get to keep going.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And we'll plug your stuff up top. Would you say keep it crispy for us?
Hey, kids.
It's your Uncle Matt.
Hey, kids. Drive-in Academy Award nominations for Pete Holmes for saying, you made it weird. For Matt McCarthy for saying, keep it crispy. And for you, the viewer. Sayonara.
Keep it crispy, foo.
Keep it crisp.
You made it weird, foo.
Crispy foo. Keep it crispy foo.
More tits.
I love cigarettes.
I love them. Save this image as. Right click. Thanks, everybody.
You made it weird.